Did you know this about Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter? His blonde hair was actually fake, and he might even be bald. Professor Gilderoy Lockhart, Harry Potter's second-year Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, was renowned for his outrageous exploits, but he was exposed as the fraud he was in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets when he failed to save Ginny Weasley. One of those things he faked could be his fabulous hair as well. If you were to look to the left of the screen when Harry and Ron confronted and cornered their Defense Against the Dark Arts professor in his office when he was trying to flee the school, you can catch a luxurious blonde wig sitting on a display on Lockhart's desk. Did you notice this about Patronuses in Harry Potter? The Patronus Charm, Expecto Patronum, was the most famous one and one of the most powerful defensive charms known to wizardkind, providing protection against Dementors and Lethifolds, which could not be defended against by any other means. However, there was another use of the charm, both corporeal and incorporeal, to deliver messages. The method of communication was developed by Dumbledore specifically for the Order because it is highly resistant to interference from dark wizards. It is not hindered by physical barriers and a host of other reasons. As you would expect, this gives the Order an edge over the Death Eaters and gives more reason to use the lovely Patronus Charm on screen. Did you notice this about Sirius Black in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix? He called Harry by his father's name during the fight scene at the Ministry of Magic. Sirius's last words to Harry before he died were, "Nice one, James." It could be that the movie version of Sirius just saw Harry as a James replacement. In contrast, Sirius never called Harry James in the books. The closest we get is Hermione speculating that Sirius can't tell the difference between Harry and James. Compared to the movie scene, his last words to Harry in the book were about trying to protect him. "Harry, take the prophecy, grab Neville, and run." Did you know this about Dumbledore in Harry Potter? He could not stand one of the most popular sweets in the wizarding world, Bertie Bott's every flavored beans. The headmaster of Hogwarts definitely had a sweet tooth, and he could never stop indulging in a few of his favorite sugary treats. He loved all type of sweets, and his favorites included sherbet lemon and acid pops, but there is one that he could care less about, and the reason behind this is that he once had the misfortune of tasting a vomit-flavored Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, and since then he gave up on the candy. Sadly, when he tried it again, his luck did not improve. This time, earwax was the flavor. Did you notice this about Harry, Voldemort, and Snape in Harry Potter? These three were probably the Peverell brothers reincarnated. According to legend, the Peverell brothers, Antioch, Cadmus, and Ignatus, encountered death and received the Deathly Hallows. The oldest brother, Antioch, wanted a wand that could not be beaten. Cadmus, the middle brother, pined for a girl that he had lost to death and received the Resurrection Stone. And the youngest brother, Ignatus, wanted to live a normal life, so he got the invisibility cloak and greeted death as a friend when his time came. Similarly, Voldemort was willing to kill and sacrifice everything for power, like the eldest Peverell. Snape tragically lost his love and dedicated his life to protecting Lily's child and keeping her alive in memory, like the second brother. Lastly, Harry greeted Dumbledore, who represents death, as an old friend, like the third brother. Did you notice this about Filch in Harry Potter? Hiring a squib as a caretaker of a massive 7-story castle full of magical children was cruel. Not only are there bound to be everyday messes, but there are likely to be some magic ones as well. In spite of this, Argus Filch was hired as a caretaker as a squib without any magical powers. It would have been easy for someone with magical abilities to clean the school up with a wave of their wand, but Filch had to do it himself the old-fashioned way. However, Filch wasn't forced to do the job, so perhaps he genuinely enjoyed it.